Hello, we're in Keith. I don't know if you can hear because it's pretty windy. Also, there's a lot of traffic. But
This is Horsham.
Oh yeah. I told you I need to good at this now. Thanks, Eva. We stayed in Keith, left there this morning, and now we're in Horsham at Hungry Jack's, enjoying the scenery and a nice fancy meal that we ate with our hands. Anyway, we're on our way to Melbourne. I've got to say, I'm not doing a food review anymore. But we did both have the same thing, the Rebel Whopper with vegan mayo, vegan cheese. Pretty good, decent. Hello, it is Saturday and I am in my hotel room in Melbourne. So as you probably know, I drove through Keith, through Horsham to Melbourne, so left Adelaide on Thursday afternoon, about 5 o'clock, 5:30 I think. Got to Keith a bit before 8, just kind of stopped there overnight just to make the drive in on Friday a bit easier. To Herschel ad. There's some Herschel, this is Herschel, more Herschel. Eva's got more Herschel inside her big Herschel. If we had bought our masks, we would be Herschel to the roof. Got into Melbourne about 3 o'clock. And then, you know, had a little bit of a refresh and then got ready to go out to Harry Styles. That's right. Having originally bought tickets to see Harry at the start of 2020, thinking we get to see him, I think, in December of that year. Obviously, there was a little bit of COVID talk at the time, but we just thought it would be like SARS, right? Like, oh no, this is a really bad thing, but then it just kind of stopped. Obviously, that didn't happen. So it got postponed a couple of times and then ended up getting cancelled and then re-announced. And so last night, Friday night, was when we finally, after about 3 years, got to see Harry.
Harry Styles. This is the Harry Styles stretch limo. Welcome on board. Well, we're going to get this long tram out the front. Oh wow, some of you guys are really rocking it, aren't you? Fantastic. More feathers. Fantastic.
I was going to try to do a dramatic reveal about, oh my god, guess who I am? But everywhere behind me there's like feathers or whatever. Anyway, Harry, we're in the rear GA. It's still pretty good. It doesn't actually feel like we're far away from anywhere. After 3 years, we're finally going to see Harry Styles. One postponement got cancelled, and now we're actually at Melbourne, ready to see him, and it's very exciting. It's also warm, not as hot as I thought it would be, not as hot as predicted, but still warm. Anyway, I know, God, look how sweaty I am. Anyway, it's Harry. Told Eva, and when I was at Fenway, everyone sang this, and that's going to happen here. She's like, that's not happening. I'm like, it's 100% happening, but we'll see. Sweet Caroline. Still no. Couple of things I forgot in that Harry video. So when like before the support act started, there was a welcome to country, and actually unfortunately this was the only part where the sound was a bit off, so you couldn't really hear that introduction from the speaker, and it wasn't actually really sure that it was happening at the time because it wasn't very clear. Anyway, that's here.
President of Virgin, elders of all nations, but I particularly pay my respects to them this afternoon. But always like to acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander. I'd like to acknowledge them.
And then the support was Wet Leg, who I had I'd never seen before, because to be honest, I hadn't really heard of them. But they put on a very good show. They had this kind of floaty feeling. It was quite good. It was amazing. He is such an engaging performer, just really really charismatic, really fun, and just did a great mix of songs from the 3 albums. Just really pumped people up. Did a little bit of One Direction, of course, and was just really fun, right? And I'll tell you this, it was a warm day. It's having a bit of a hot spell, as you know, and it was also warm in Melbourne, and was supposed to be warm today, but actually it's not as bad, probably only about 31, and then there's going to be thunderstorms. So it's lucky we went last night, because he's playing at Marvel outside, and when you think about it being like hot and sticky and gross, it's probably better than being rainy and thunderstormy, particularly for me, because I'm prone to headaches in thunderstorms. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, it was such a great show. The really great thing, though, about when someone like a solo artist like Harry tours, is that you get supporting musicians that are amazing. They're really great at what they do. His band in particular, really high energy, really fun, and they're really enjoying what they're doing. Such high production values. Everyone in the crew, the filming, the lighting, the graphics, all of that stuff, the sound, of course, the sound is really top notch, right? That's what you get. You don't just get Harry in isolation, you get this amazing support that comes with him, and what you get is a show that's really, blows your socks off. Actually blows your shoes off. At the end of the show, we saw so many people with their shoes off, sneakers as well, and that's why you wear a sneaker, so you don't have to take them off. But anyway, people took their sneakers off. Yeah, Harry Styles, finally, amazing show. Amazing, 100% would recommend. And yeah, now I guess I need to think about who I'm going to see next, because now everyone's touring again and they're coming around, not always to Adelaide, but still to think about what's next. Yeah, so I guess here's a little bit of extra footage from last night when we were looking to leave. It was pretty chockers. I mean, it's fine though. I mean, it's a stadium full of people having a great time, singing and dancing, and just really having fun. And I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Well, maybe not everyone wants to sing and dance, but still, you want to have fun, right? And you see Harry, you're going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, today, it's a bit late in the day, had a late breakfast, and been trying to think about what to do. I've just been very tired, actually. I think I'm going to go to ACMI and just have a look around Fed Square, because it's pretty close. It is supposed to rain later, and I haven't been to ACMI probably in over a decade. I hate saying things like that because it makes me feel 100 years old. But anyway, I'll let you know how I go. I think that there is a Thor permanent display there, so you might see a little bit of that. I might see a little bit of that. Alright, au revoir. Also, I forgot to say, I finally have a wristband that I can wear until it gets all bacterial and germy and disgusting too. Because in all of the years that I have gone to concerts, gigs, festivals, and like this is years, over 20 years, I've never gotten a reusable wristband. I've always gotten the everything's disposable, but you know the ones you just at the end of the night you snap off? I've only ever gotten those. This is the first one I've got that is not a snap off one. Yeah, anyway, so I will wear it, I guess, until it's gross and whatever, like everyone else does, and then be forced to take it off because, you know, it's gross. But anyway, I can't be the only one that's taken this long to get one, surely. Alright, bye. I did go to ACMI today, but I went to I went for a walk along the Yarra first, actually, which is pretty nice. Just saw, because I've been driving obviously for a lot of Friday, and I'll be driving again tomorrow, so you should make sure to get out, get some fresh air or whatever. So I went for a walk kind of along the promenade along the Yarra, had a bit of a look around there. You know, it was still warm but more humid than it was yesterday, so that was humidity is my least favorite type of weather. It's gross. And then when I came back from there, then I did go to ACMI, which is the Centre for Moving Images. They've got a pretty decent display on at the moment, actually. I don't know if it's their permanent display or not, but it was quite good. It was quite interesting, very busy, so there's a lot of people making use of the space. I did see the Thor costumes. Really, I mean, the exhibition is generous in the fact that it's really just the 6 costumes and then a couple of comics, but it is part of a much wider exhibition, so. It's still, I mean, it was still very good. I had a lot of video game stuff there, which was interesting. And then after that, I saw this thing about the Fearless girl, you know, the one who used, I thought she was good to find, but it's not. The one who used to be facing the Wall Street Bull. I don't know if you can see that, but are you really in Melbourne if you don't get caught in the rain? But it's not too bad. Also, it's pretty warm and humid still, so it's actually quite nice. Anyway, let's go look for the Defiant Girl. I've just done a bit of a lap around here, down and out, and back around MVG. I think she was either here or in one of those other green things. So, also it's a Fearless Girl, not the Defiant Girl. I thought it would be cool because we thought she was still Wall Street, and she wasn't. So she wasn't with the bull. And we thought, and then I saw there was a replica. I was like, oh, awesome, you can see that, but I don't think she's here anymore. Well, she's definitely not here, obviously, but I don't know if she's still in Melbourne anymore. I can't find anything online. So anyway, that's that. It's a replica, not the actual one. I thought that she was around ACMI, but I couldn't find her, as those videos just showed. And then we just had some dinner downstairs in our lobby with a friend, which is pretty nice. That lobby is actually one of the reasons that I stay here, because it's a great communal space. I love this little room. This is why I always stay here when I come to Melbourne. But look, feathers. There's feathers everywhere. Anyway, it's a great hotel actually. It's quite pretty, reasonably priced, a great location. Anyway, so tonight's our last night in Melbourne, and we'll leave pretty early after breakfast tomorrow to drive back to Adelaide. It's been a great stay actually. Of course, really, I mean, Harry was the highlight of the whole thing, and has made me think I need to think about what show I'm gonna see next, because I actually have nothing on the horizon in terms of events like that to look forward to, so I'll have to find something. Oh wait, I did buy these little T-Rex earrings on my way back from ACMI, and also these little cactuses. I don't know if that's working. There you go. I got them from Dangerfield, which is just on Flinders Street too. So anyway, it was a nice time, and it was a very quick but enjoyable visit in Melbourne. Alright, see you later. I'm just packing my sneakers away in my bag, and I found this. Oh, why yes, these are the sneakers I bought Harry Styles. What makes you say that? Yeah, anyway, so then that last, on a Sunday morning, we drove home because having had a lot of time off work, I definitely could not push the friendship and have another day off. So drove back on the Sunday, ready to go back on work on Monday. It was a pretty uneventful drive. Did stop in Keith and get fried chicken as recommended by one of my new colleagues, and it was pretty good. It comes from a servo. I know that sounds like a great recommendation, and she was saying that even when she told me. She's like, I know it sounds weird, but it's at the servo and it's really good. Anyway, it's got a nice, something maybe like a chicken, I can't remember what it's called. That's terrible, isn't it? Anyway, it was very fun. It was a nice drive, and yeah, would do again. All right, bye.